Bam. There it is. What's going on, squad? Welcome back. Welcome back. Boy Trey. We here. Day 8. 7 days. You already know what's happening. It's day 8. So we jumped it up another level. So if you've been following the live stream, you already know what's up. If you've been following the game stream, look, I'll be freaking out. We ain't gotta talk about that on here. You know what I mean? Just go check it out. We here. We got Sandmech in the building. As always. We got baby girl who premiered on the screen yesterday. So and then we got NinGuyjin. Or the squad. He's in the building. And he's trying to, he got something to say. He got something to say. So let's just jump into it. You already started the server. Go ahead, take it away, NinGuyjin. What you got to say, bro? What happened to you?
What you gotta say, bro?
What happened to you?
Yo, I'm here trying to, fix up a couple of things, but let me just start. So first off, so they got this new thing out now that Capcom, Capcom, the developers of Monster Hunter Wilds, is thinking about taking legal actions against critique that they deem as threats, because
I heard about that. Some streamer was talking about it and made some good point. But go ahead.
Okay, I'll be interested to hear about those points, because I listen with all the trash. Well, with all the trash talks and stuff that they've been receiving, Capcom has been receiving from gamers and stuff.
What do you mean trash talk? I need you to elaborate.
Okay, well, the one thing I can say for sure is, okay, in terms of the optimization stuff, they need some work. Okay, it is what it is. Okay,
Optimize should be a curse word now.
But when you start giving critique and then you start bad mouthing developers, you start saying this, you start saying that, and you start like throwing out threats and saying unnecessary stuff, like, yo, the threats the threats are so bad that I just saw this morning that they canceled their optimization seminar that was scheduled for July 24th, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was scheduled for later this month, and they canceled it due to protecting their developers. That's how bad.
You talk about safety issue? Like
safety issue. That's how bad the threats are.
They talk about bodily harm.
Listen, okay, let's bring this back. Remember Star Wars, right? The new stores with Finn and all that stuff, right? With Rey.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, the second part that came out, remember that Asian girl that played, and it looked like her and Finn was gonna have a thing or whatever?
Yeah.
Did you hear what happened to her?
No.
Yo,
I heard of thing that happened to Finn.
Well, I don't know what happened to Finn, but in terms of her, she was getting death threats because of the role that she played and whatnot. That she had to close. I thought she was
great. Like,
listen, I thought she was fine.
Terrible writing, but I think she was good.
Oh, exactly. She's just acting. She's just playing the part. But the harassment got so bad that she closed down her social media.
What?
This is how people are getting now. It's like they don't just give critique. They don't think. Honestly, this is probably stronger word to say, but they don't know how to think critically no more. They just get on their feelings and emotions and start attacking people, as opposed to even giving like proper feedback and stuff. Not to say there aren't any that do that, but the vast majority are going off. And even I saw this one comment about how Steam doesn't do any kind of moderation and stuff like that, so people just go off on Steam leaving crazy comments on Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't know if I said this recently, but
Monster Hunter on Steam has an overwhelming negative review.
Listen,
like it's in the red.
Look, I am 100% for Capcom on this, regardless of whatever issues they have, because people want to sit there and do nothing with their lives but play a video game and expect developers to fold after their every bidding and stuff. It's like, take your time, enjoy the game and all this stuff. Like, go do something else and then come back. Like, the game literally came back, and then within a month of the game release, there was already a bunch of complaints talking about there's not enough content. I'm like, yo, you spent literally every day all week playing this game. That, like, did you eat? Like, did you shower?
That's the facts. Remember, like, what was it? The first month, I think, first month and a half, we see somebody walking around with a hunter rank of almost, like, at that time was like 500.
Dude, I was like, yo,
You know how long
what
it takes to rank?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, yo, you are saying and doing all these things where the game, first of all, listen, I don't claim to be like a Monster Hunter master, okay? My first Monster Hunter was Monster Hunter Rise and Sunbreak. And even thinking from Monster Hunter Rise and Sunbreak, that took years. It took years. Every update, every extension to the story or whatever the case may be, like Capcom in terms of Monster Hunter, again, I don't know the you know, the intricacies with, you know, servers and, you know, multi-platform, because again, this is the first, for me, I see, like, this is their first multi-platform thing. They're trying to include everybody into this experience. I too have some critiques of what it would be best to improve on. Like, for example, I think it's such a waste that they have the environmental link and open world, because they don't create the situation or the environment in which that we can utilize that to the full potential, right? Like, and what I mean of an opportunity, like when you're in environmental link versus just regular link, what's it called? Environmental link, and what's the other one?
I guess just a lobby.
If you're link party, you just link your
just the regular link.
Party.
The regular link party versus the environmental link, right? When you're the environmental link, you can't do story.
Facts.
You can't do missions. You can't do stuff together, right? And I feel like it would have been a perfect opportunity to utilize environmental link and still do the story, and then just, instead of like fast warping to the location, no, they make you go to the location, right? Like that whole, I sure, you know, fast warp is clutch and stuff like that, but again,
the fast travel,
you know, the whole thing with the environmental link and the whole fact that they made this game open world, I feel like if you decide to do environmental link, then you acknowledge that there's no fast warp. You have to travel to your camps, or you have to travel to the location just to make use of that open world thing, or they do different things. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not the perfect thing that I'm saying right now of how to utilize it, but I feel like they took away from that, of, you know, maximizing that opportunity.
That's fair.
Would I go and give threats about, like, oh, you guys don't know what you guys are doing, you guys suck, blah 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 blah? I'm like, yo, if you're gonna go ahead and say all of that, then make your own game. Like, you know, go make your own. You know, this is
just don't buy it. Don't buy it.
Just don't buy it. Just don't buy it.
Or ask for a refund or something. Like, I don't know,
Right.
but this is why, for example, the Expedition 33 team, homeboy was just like, yo, I'm done with this. He went and started out his own crew, and they made a bomb game.
Yeah, and then
I
this
gotta say, I think that's a little bit separate. I think,
I mean,
he talked about a lot of what the parent company wasn't doing for the developers and dealing with the bureaucracy, and that's why he primarily left to make his own game.
No, again, which is fine. But the thing is, instead of like bashing it and death threats and stuff, he went and was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go do my own thing. And I figured, you know, with all YouTube videos out, all these tutorials, and using a bunch of free softwares, dude, you can make your own game. Start your own indie company. Like, do something like positive and constructive for the community. Because when you going out and giving death threats and stuff like that, first of all,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
Were,
not-
were there death threats
Yeah,
actually, or was this? Are we just assuming they're death threats because Capcom
well,
was like for safety reasons? So were there death threats or what?
there were threats that threatened the literal safety of their developers and stuff like that. From
So
what
there were
was
threats
written in the article,
from.
there were actual threats.
Yeah, there were actual
I
threats.
wonder
yeah.
where these threats are. I'm just curious because people people can take as threats, and companies do this. They don't want to face bad PR, so
Mhm.
they will cancel stuff like this. PlayStation has done it multiple times. So I'm wondering if these are threats or they're like, what's the deal?
I don't. Well, from what they said they were actual threats. They even go as far as to cancel their lecture. Like, that's how big, because I mean, I haven't seen a company canceling their lectures unless for other stuff. Like, they literally said the reason for canceling the lecture is due to make sure that their developers are safe for safety concerns. Like, that's how bad it's got. So again, like, Capcom, again, like I said, they're not perfect, but at the same time, for Monster Hunter, when Monster Hunter first came out, everybody was talking about how, oh my gosh, Capcom, listen to their fans, look what they're doing, Capcom is amazing. And then all of a sudden it changed from that to like a hard left.
Yeah, because it wasn't. They couldn't play the game. The game that they hyped up, people couldn't play. That I understand why they were pissed off.
And again, for me, like I said, that's where I understand in terms of the optimization issue that they could have done better. Like, I remember, what was it, Sandmech telling me that he saw this guy, one of the reasons why his thing stopped crashing is because he had to change or add a line in his registry or something like that, and it completely stopped.
I actually did a video on that to show how to do it, and the game was fine. But speaking of the whole optimization thing, see, it's like I understand the player, because we all players, of course, point of view when it comes to that thing, and the fact Capcom is quote unquote a powerhouse. Money lead, it's just bread. It's just bread. Yes, they could have done a whole bunch of stuff. But as for doing threats and stuff like that, people, listen, guys, chat, Ninja guys, listen. The only way you want to cause bodily harm to somebody, grab their wallet and take your money back, and don't spend. That's it. Look what happened to Target. Target did the whole situation here, and we were like, yo, we're not shopping at Target no more. Forget Target. We out. Within his first 6 months to a year, they lost billions of dollars. So now they gotta change their stuff around. So if the same thing happens to Capcom again,
they're not changing it around at all. But
Capcom would have no choice but like, all right, next time we're gonna make sure that the game is fully optimized first, but because they literally sold us a lie. They made us download a benchmark, which shows that our system was perfect. It was godlike, running 200 frames per second. It was smooth. I was like, oh yeah. They sold us. Got me.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like,
the benchmark came out during the beta.
Here's my credit card. Here, take my money. Take all of it. And then within the first month and a half, I could barely hit start in the menu because the game was not optimized. But they still have enough time to push content. We got great skins. Now you can do the No Linger. You can do the Pepper Seed now. Hey, $5.99 each. Let's go.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
really?
Like
how about you spend money on optimizing it?
it's like they need to hire that dude that found out that changed this thing in the registry and your game will work fine.
Right.
Thanks.
And it's funny that, yeah, that's the thing. Like, all I did was just that, and the game, yeah, it's still sketchy here and there, but at least I'm able to play the game.
Thanks.
At least I'm able to play the game. That's the whole
That-
point. We just want to play. We
Which
just
is,
want to
and
play.
again, it's valid. It's valid. I'm not saying
Not death
these
threats,
critiques.
Nah,
That's
not
what I'm saying.
death
When you start
I'll death
threatening,
threat your wallet.
yo,
I do that.
listen, like these, and I'm gonna go off a bit, yo. These new, I don't know if it's old gen gamers, because I really doubt it's
Nah.
old gen gamers
Nah,
that are
it's
No,
doing
not
because
this
we're
shit.
old gen.
It's not us.
It's not
not
us.
us.
because
It's not us. I rebuke.
because
It's not us.
these new gen gamers like don't. It's like they forget. Oh well, it's not even.
They
that
don't know where it
forget, they
came
just don't
from.
know.
They don't know where it came
They
from.
just don't know because I remember how when we had our Super Nintendo and we playing a game and mom is like, go wash the dishes. We're like, yo, hold up, let me just finish this boss real quick. Nah, go wash it now. And then she pulled the plug
It
because
was over.
yo,
Let's go.
ain't no rage quit.
Ain't no save.
No save. Yo, God forbid you rage. First of all, you gonna catch that backhand faster than the Flash running past you. Like, yo, you had to.
A diabolical backhand, by the way.
Yo, like you had to like
Can't
go through the game little by little. You know, when games glitch, because even games back then they had glitches. You know.
Yeah, but see the thing with back then is that the game that's the formula that they left behind. When they release a game back in the days, whether it's Super Nintendo, 64, PS1, PS2, whatever, the game, even PC, the games were optimized
listen,
before
like I
release.
said,
The game was
I
complete.
get it.
The game
I
was
get it.
complete, but they leave that behind. They're like, yo, let's just sell these things, and we'll complete the game later. But we're spending
Listen.
$70, $80, $90, $115 just
Like
for
I
an
said,
incomplete game.
I
Like,
get it. I
enough is enough,
absolutely
but-
get it. But I just think like, yo, when you start going off and all you do is play video games and a game that is intended for you to enjoy, slowly but surely you spent your whole week like
And
that's
live- and
all you're
live saving.
doing. And then and yeah, sure, live streaming because that's your thing.
I'm not saying
but
live,
this-
not streaming, life saving. I said they spend their life savings.
Sorry. Life savings, yeah. Like, and you getting all the mods and all this stuff, and then you modding the game and all these different things, and then you ruining and this is another thing too. You modding the game, ruining the experience of other people, and then it gets so bad to the point. Again, that's another thing. Capcom have to be like, yo, we're gonna start banning people for their mods because they're creating cheats where they get all the hard hard armor spheres and all the stuff. Their stats is max, and they the ones complaining, talking about the game is easy.
Yeah.
Nah, you got a point. He's got a
Yeah,
point there.
yeah.
He's
Yeah,
got a point there.
the
He's
only
got
thing
a
I would
point
like
there.
them for doing is
He's got
like
a point there.
if the game detects a mod, it should put them into a private, separate, non-online lobby. Period. If you want to play with mod, that's cool. I'm cool with that. But
I'm
for
like,
them to
yeah.
actually be integrated into one, so they just say that Capcom just want people to optimize their gear. Like, yo, I got the perfect gear set, blah blah blah. And then let's see how fast I could beat Rathalos. Let's see how fast I could beat Rathalos. I was like, you know what? I'm badass too. I'm really good with the charge blade. Let me go and beat up Rathalos as fast as I can. All right, let me see. What's the top 5? Man, I look at the timing. I'm like,
2
I have to go on
seconds.
Google.
How the
I have to
fuck?
go on Google to make sure that am I reading these time? Like, where's the minute? Where's the minute position?
Yo,
The shit says 1 second and 0.28 of a second. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, how is that even allowed?
I'm telling you, man.
It's like, it's like people just like to self-snitch. Capcom, just go in a freaking leaderboard. You have the hunter rank ID. You have the lobby ID. You can yank them out. It's that simple. You can just yank him out. You have a whole team for it. Yank him
pull
out.
that card. They can pull that card.
Just do that. You can really pull the card and that's it. Like, hey, yeah, you beat Rathalos in 2.3 seconds. Like, I fly off, jump off my my secret. That's already 3 seconds.
That's already a few seconds.
That's already 3
right
seconds. And then you beat him at a field, right? So you know the arena. You start from on top, and then you run, and then you have to jump down into the cliff to fight Rathalos.
Yeah.
It's already 3 seconds, buddy. You lost.
Yep.
And you telling me you beat Rathalos in that much? What? Nah, bro.
Yep.
Nah, bro. They really they taking away, so they have to sue for that. Okay, cool. But when I mentioned about what you said about Capcom trying to sue somebody for whatever, one of the streamers said something that if this goes through, it's gonna set it's gonna be something big because because now people won't be able to say what they want to say. Like it's almost an attack of freedom of speech.
It is an attack of freedom of speech. It is.
So dude, that's gonna change a whole lot of stuff.
Listen, man, I'm
because
all for freedom of
what
speech.
someone exposes as a threat,
that's a different story.
You can't take legal action on. It doesn't matter.
Yo,
it doesn't matter if you know.
Niggas need to understand consequences, bro.
Like
we have freedom. We have freedom. Sure, but every action, like the saying goes, to every action there's a reaction.
Sure, but should the reaction be? So when you're giving a review, all right, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. Long time gamer.
All right, go ahead.
I also live in Japan. I've been playing Monster Hunter since the very first Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter. I love Capcom. I love, just like everybody else, I grew up on Street Fighter. I love Capcom as one of the OG greats of making games. So with that said, I want to set a precedent of they used to put out games that were fully optimized. They have a history and track record of putting out games that are fully optimized and run no problem because Capcom has done that and they know how to, okay? And that being said, we're speaking on the franchise of Monster Hunter. So this is not something they haven't been doing for a long time. This is something they've been doing for a very, very, very long time. Almost all my life, okay? And it's not something that's outside of their prowess or developer team prowess to do. Okay? It's not. On the one hand, they are doing something, having all the consoles and PC be able to run together. That's a whole new league of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So there has to be grace on that, I think. On for the devil's advocate side of, hey, we're doing this to save our developers. I fully believe they should save the developers. Of course, I do believe that. I do believe they should pay fucking shit. If you want to save them, pay them correctly. But
yeah, that's different.
I don't believe that the company should be allowed to sue an individual if the death threats are not if these are not direct threats on said personnel, because this is why, because it's an organization, it's a company. Okay. You make a public product, okay? You putting review sections in mean you're open to criticism. It doesn't matter if it's a bar of soap. It doesn't matter if it's a video game. People are gonna hate it. You're not gonna please everybody, and
you gotta learn how to give a critique, though.
I'm just playing devil's advocate here. You can't control free speech to the point where you can control how much they want to say. You cannot do that. It's not free speech at that point. If someone has to hold their tongue for fear of, hey man, this company might sue me, this entity might sue me, you're not for a review, okay? Not defamation. Yeah,
not defamation. That's a key word here.
For a review,
it's not defamation.
You don't.
What would you define as defamation?
Defamation would be defamation of character, because you can't do defamation of an entity base like Capcom is. for legal purposes is saying untrue thing is claiming it's the action of damaging the good reputation of someone, slander a liberal. If you're going to do that for a company wise, you have to claim things that are not like not true about it. Like, oh, so say for example, hey, they said this is showing on, this should be coming out for PlayStation, but there is no plug for PlayStation. It ain't out on PlayStation, but they're saying it's out on PlayStation. You know what I mean? So but if they're in that case, it would be defamation because it is out on PlayStation. It is. That is defamation. You can't say that, oh, this game was supposed to release for all these platforms and it fucking didn't release. And Capcom's like, yes, we did.
But defamation really, just layman terms.
Defamation is not a threat.
You're just telling lies about somebody.
That is a
They
lie
just say, hey,
about something.
Capcom
A threat
has been selling trash games for the past century. They don't make any money. They don't like their players. They don't like. You try to bring them down.
That's defamation.
I get it.
But
I get it.
Yeah,
a review on a game
right,
can't be considered defamation. That is your opinion on that product. So that's why I believe that and I'm not saying that people don't take it too far on their reviews. I'm not saying that, but I'm on the devil's advocate side of saying companies, billion-dollar companies, should not be able to sue you for your review. That is not, especially when it comes to these companies being able to say, hey, this is not because it's a slippery fucking slope. It shouldn't be able to, you shouldn't be able to say, well, this is not we view it as a threat to us, so, or to our livelihood, so we can take we should be able to sue you. That what I'm just saying, to wrap up what I'm saying is I don't believe Capcom to have the grounds of suing someone for anything other than a threat, is what I'm saying. Like a direct threat to people's life.
And so that's where I'm saying that defamation thing, by definition that you guys gave, I feel like that falls in the line of when you're giving a critique and you're saying a bunch of stuff that it's no longer about the critique now. It's no longer about the game critique. But then you start attacking verbally developers, and you start threatening about, like, you know, all these different things. I think
like
that's
saying like we're gonna kill you if you don't make your this stuff.
So even in your explanation, you just said when people go take it too far. I think it's the too far part that's where it's getting out of hand.
Yeah, that's the difference between a defamation and a threat. It's like saying a compliment and someone's complimenting you or versus critiquing you. The words you use are.
Here's an example, right? Okay, you have compliment, and then you complimenting a girl, and next thing you know, it could borderline go into sexual harassment.
That's a little bit.
But you're complimenting. You're just using words.
Yeah, but the words you use matter, right? So
that's the point. I feel like that's the point.
I agree on that point. That's why I'm saying, like, if it's not a direct threat, which is why the first question I asked was, where are these threats?
What threats?
What threats to whom personnel? You know what I mean? Like, who are I wonder, because if they can take companies like to take bad publicity sometimes as threats, and they will use any sort of means they can to bottom line, okay, I'm running off this profit, I don't want to fuck up. Like companies like Sony have canceled things because their shit was fucking up and they didn't want to fucking deal with the bad publicity. And I'm not saying that's not a good company move. I'm just wondering, is this one of those times, or are there valid threats to, you know, somebody's life? Which I'm just not for at all. like fuck that. I'm wondering if they actually have them.
Well, I just hope that Capcom uses this as a lesson and see that when you create something, when you sell somebody false hope, this is what they're gonna have to go through. So,
fact. I mean, it's fact. To even say that people really, like, to even say that people like, hey, gaming is an expensive hobby, and to even be like, hey yo, this is all you do is play video games. Gaming is an expensive hobby. It's just like people who bought cars, to buy cars to speed around.
It's funny you read my mind because I was thinking about a car, and I'm saying, like, can you imagine these companies brings out like they release a car, tell you it does this, but it's not optimized.
Jesus.
Like I said,
Jesus.
Recall.
I get it.
Recall. Can I get a Monster Hunter Wild?
Like I said,
recall?
I get the frustration. I get that, but I feel like people need to learn how to critique because you can't just run your mouth
It just not.
and then that's it.
All you need to do is put a moderation
shopping,
on the review.
It's window shopping.
All you
It's just
gotta
not
do is put
happening.
a moderation on the reviews.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all you got to do. Like, there's moderations on comments that you can use on YouTube or things that people can say. There should be a moderation on. There could be a moderation on reviews that you leave at certain platforms, and it's up to the platform to do that. Like Steam, there should be moderations on what people can say.
See, I'm reading some comments on the article of some people. Some people are commenting. Says what was the one I was just reading?
Yeah, and where are they seeing these threats? Don't mean to cut you off. Like, was it on Twitter?
It's all over the place. Social media. Apparently a lot of it's on Steam.
That's what I was. Yeah.
And some other platforms. I'm reading right now on the GameRant.com.
Game Rant.
It's like no one should be threatened or harassed like this, but they also should have seen from Dragon's Dogma 2 that the RE engine needs more time and polish. Also, they should have released DD2 DLC instead, as Wilds is one of their worst Monster Hunter entries in my opinion. Not justifying the harassment, just needing to advocate for the superior game. Haha. Another comment. Regardless of performance issues, Wilds has been my least favorite installment in the franchise. Sure, it looks pretty, but it's not going to hold my interest like older titles. If fights only take 5 minutes and the rarest items like candy.
Oh my god. Yo, let me jump on that real quick.
Yeah.
The new optimization or the new like gears and stuff like that. Guys are beating the new monsters sub 3 minutes.
Yeah, I saw the video like for like a minute and a half or something like that.
Sub 3 minutes. I'm like, what? I was like, that is insane. Go on.
Not to mention the strongest weapons are all Archean. So farming is just a grind that has nothing to do with the actual monsters you're fighting.
Facts.
Even with all my issues with this game, I still love the Monster Hunter franchise and would never want the developers harassed over a game they put years of effort into. You see, this is the kind of critique that is a critique. This is what you call a critique. And
but
that kind of critique is those are not the people who?
These are not the people this is the critique, but this is not the mass. And the masses,
that's the unfortunate thing.
The masses are the people who make this company wealthy. And you shouldn't be, in my opinion, you shouldn't be able to sue the masses for bad reviews. that's what I'm saying. You can't sue who made you money.
It is a very interesting line. Okay, it is a very interesting line because, like you said, okay, how do you determine what's the line? Are companies going to start abusing that? You know, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. But to be honest,
look what Nintendo.
I mean, listen, I was all throughout this time that I was talking to not mention the N-word. Like, I tried.
No, you did say the N-word.
Yo, listen, because that company, man, was
the crap out of us.
My ride or die company. It was my ride or die company, but these new decisions that they decided to hop on the trend or whatever phase they decided to hop on, I was just like, you know what? Let me just not even speak on the issue because that's a whole other thing. But I'm just saying, listen, man.
He said, "Oh, the
You
N-word
can
was
critique.
great."
You can critique and stuff. It's fine, but when you start
Threatening?
saying
No.
unnecessary stuff like "I'm gonna get your moms" and stuff, it's no longer about the game.
Hell no.
It's no longer about the game. Like, so that's what I'm saying. So when you got, because again, frankly, listen, I'm gonna just put my hands up and say, to be honest, I absolutely love Monster Hunter Wilds. Okay, I love Monster Hunter Wilds. Okay, I did not fully milk the game as some of these players have, but every time I get into the game, I enjoy it. Like I enjoy the intricacies in the characters' movements when you're walking and then you're stepping on different heights and stuff. You see how the character stumbles, you see how they do this and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, they really took time to really take in the motion capture and all that. Because see, I do 3D animation, so that stuff is not easy. I've done some motion cap, I did some stuff. I'm just like, yo, they really took a lot of time. I still have some critique, again, from my experience, is from Rise and Sunbreak. And there are some things that from Rise and Sunbreak in terms of movement that I wish that they would have added to Wilds. But Wilds. Hey, my thing is that when you look at what tribe the Rise and Sunbreak crew was, they were all ninjas. So they train moving like ninjas, so your movement's gonna be a little bit more slick and stuff. So that's my only defense. This is a whole different game. They're probably not as flexible as the ninjas. Forget about the sacred, because I could go off about the sacred. Because get my K9
the program
and we out.
About the sacred is just annoying to me.
But the program for the K9 was perfect. So for me, I was like, why?
Lit.
Yo, I called my dude. He was like, "We out," and I sensed danger. Whoop,
bro, the little dash he used to do, the little cut dash he used to do, right angle on your ass.
All these,
that shit was cold.
All these different things. I was just like, yo, they could have just transferred that code or used that code in a different way. But hey, they wanted to try something else. The dual weapon wielding that you could do as opposed to just one.
That's cold as fuck.
It encourages the use of different weapons, which I love. For me, in Wilds, listen, I went through pretty much the entire game with a non-elemental weapon. Everybody, all the what you call it, the Elder Dragons, yo, get my, I forgot what that monster, my monster name was, but for the dual blades,
welcome to the stream.
My Iku was not the Ikuragwa.
Yeah, baby, girl, your hole is still there.
I was just like, yo, I'm going through the whole game just like that with my non-elemental. When I got into Wilds, I'm like, it was my first time actually, let me hop on these different elemental stuff. Oh, I see the damages. I see this and the weapons designs. I was like, okay, this is actually kind of cool. This is lit. Now they put layered weapons. Like even with layered weapons, even in Monster Rise and Sunbreak, layered weapons and layered armor, they ain't come till much later on in the game.
In fact,
yeah,
in every game, in every aspect.
But then when Wilds came out, niggas was already asking for layered armors and layered weapons.
Yeah, because like I said, cause and effect. Why cause it? Because the best weapon in game is the Artian, and Artian is not a pretty looking armor, so.
Which is again,
I mean, not armor, the weapon.
Which is fine.
They focus on the wrong thing. It's people, but people are so they just want to look at me. Look at me. I look cool. That's what sells.
And get this, the new monster that came out, they extended the forest for that monster. So that area where you fight underwater, apparently it's an extension to the map. The Scarlet Forest.
That's
so
huge.
Here they are doing these things. I was like, yo, could you imagine? Because listen, we got Sunbreak, right? Sunbreak was a whole entire different camp, a whole entire different thing. Could you imagine later down the line they add more completely different environments, bro?
Yeah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna be the Iceborne to
Monster Hunter
to
World.
Monster Hunter World. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, so let them cook. You give your feedback. You give like, okay, and give your constructive feedback. Give your points. Hey, my feedback for dual blades, because I'm a dual blades crazy. One of the things that I wish that they did, and that they added, is when you go Demon Pharaoh mode, without counter or whatever, when you just go into the mode, and the first hype was you can go into Demon Pharaoh mode while moving, right? Because
Right.
before, when you went Demon Pharaoh mode, you had to stay in place to go Demon Pharaoh mode. It locks your movement until you
Right.
finish activating it, and then you move, right?
Mhm.
And so in this one, when you could run and activate it, everybody was hyped. And I was hyped too, and I'm still hyped. My one thing now, as the game progressing and these monsters cooldown time are decreasing and they're starting to go fast, I wish that I could change my direction mid activation.
Oh, that's the new thing they added.
That I haven't seen it, but I heard that they added it after you dodge or something like that. Maybe after you do a
Yeah, they
successful
added
dodge.
a whole they added a whole new things when it comes to the weapons. Like they added almost a whole new move set to the charge blade. Like I thought my charge blade skills was fluid. I'm just fluid, even more fluid.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like,
It's
let
it's
the
cool. I mean,
developers
they working, but the only here's the main thing. The main the thing I get what you're saying.
Mm.
People should just critique, say how they feel about the game. That's it. You don't like it, keep on moving. And then when they try to release something big, don't be a fool and run for it. That's it. Let them see how bad they work it. For example, Battlefield 2142. Winnie Rail's a bot. Battlefield 2142. I am a massive fan of Battlefield. That was my counter argument when it comes to people of Call of Duty and stuff. I would throw Battlefield in their face. Ever since that whole thing debacle that happened with 2042 with a terrible release, optimization was trash. Optimization was trash. Gameplay was off. It took the whole meaning of Battlefield off. And guess what happened? Actually, no. And before I even get there, guess what type of player base playing Battlefield 2142 and Call of Duty? The age difference is massive.
I don't
Because
know.
only quote
What is
unquote
this?
mature players plays Battlefield. We've been playing people are still playing Battlefield 3, 4, and 5. And none of the new guys, I can't say none of the new guys, but they just say more of the people who actually are Battlefield fans are old school players.
Okay.
They're old school.
Yeah.
Guess what we did? We didn't buy it. Game was trash. Get a refund. It got to a point Steam was giving out money every week for that game. Hurt their pockets. They basically hurt their pockets.
Gotta hurt their profits to hurt their pockets.
Yeah, they got hurt. They lost millions. They got hurt so bad they were firing teams because they were losing so much money off that game. Sad, it's not
you're
cool.
saying-
People losing their job, but
So
just
you're
stop.
saying the only way to protest the bad games is to just not buy, basically.
That is the only
anything,
thing.
any merchandise, any merchandise you
merchandise-
spend money to buy, don't buy it. That's it. You bought it once and that's it. But why do you think people think, Japanese cars are better than Americans? They have their reason and they are legitimately right. Oh, why do you think the German cars are a little bit better than American and Japanese and Chinese and whatever the case may be? Yeah, their reason is legit. But guess what? You have your lovers who love American cars. You got your love who love Japanese cars. And you got people who love German cars. Can you imagine if any of these companies make a car to a point where, my friend don't like German cars, but I'm gonna get him a BMW. I'm gonna get him an Audi. And next you know, they were driving the car and the car was not optimized, and then they lose their life.
Well, listen.
God forbid.
We've already had
that people would never ever buy another car. The people would buy another German car. They were never gonna buy another Japanese car. They're not gonna buy it. Same thing goes with video games. If Capcom or EA or any game company come out with a game and it's trash, people just react fast. I think Steam got like a 20-hour refund policy.
Do they?
Listen, man.
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, so I even tried to get my money back for Battlefield, but I was such a Battlefield fan, I destroyed that 20 hours. I was at 40. I was like, damn, that's enough. I was like, yeah, I can't play this anymore. Oh, sorry, you passed the 20 hours. Like, damn. All right, cool. But all this to say, and in conclusion, basically, they finally got this stuff together, but the damage was too great.
Who got this stuff together?
Done. EA and Battlefield.
EA and Battlefield. They wasted that. They wasted that.
The damage was already done.
Yeah.
Damage was done. I mean, they did. They finally gave us what we were looking for, but it was too late. The damage was too great. So
Are
right
we
now,
there with Capcom?
No, this is exactly what I'm saying. We're not there with Capcom. I'm like, yo, when you compare the time, like I said, my first game is Rise and Sunbreak, and when you look at the timeline of when they updated and added stuff to the game, bro, the game hasn't even been out for a year.
We're not there with Capcom. We can't really say, like, we're not.
The game is not even out for a year.
It hasn't been out for a year.
Dude, and these guys are commenting and critiquing as if the game was out for a year, and they're doing nothing to upgrade the game.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, again, this is why I mentioned the intricacies part, because this is the first game that is the first Monster Hunter game that is cross-platform.
Right. And
I don't know if that's also causing some of the glitches in terms of the optimization.
It's got to be hard. It's got to be an obstacle, dog. It's programming.
It's definitely programming. I mean, as you can see, you got chat. Tell me what you think about this whole conversation. Like fill in the chat. But you saw I dropped a video on how to pretty much fix the whole thing. It's programming. I went through Capcom when the game crashes, it does like a bug report, right?
Yeah.
I got to a point I cancel it. I'm tired of seeing it. I'll probably have like a terabyte of freaking crash report. So I cancel it. But somebody tell me to go look at it. You know, I don't have any IT or code reading. I mean, I'm very tiny, very, very minuscule, microscopic. But I have enough knowledge just to read something in there and be like, you know what, this looks like a path. I highlighted it, took it to go Google. I was like, Google, hook me out. What does this mean? Oh, okay, it has to do with my AMD graphics. All right, cool.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I do. Oh, if I see this code, cool. Let me Control F, Control Find. I copy and paste that. It took me straight to the sheet. The sheet is like, the sheet is like 80 miles long.
Of course.
Took it straight to it. It's like, oh, copy and paste. Go to Google. Hey, Google, what does this mean? Da 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 da. And then, long story short, it took me to the video. It took to the video that helped me. The guy, damn, what's his name? I forgot. It's like something fix. I wrote it down somewhere, but I definitely want to give him a shout out for that. But I'll give him a shout out once I find my little note thingy. But yeah, I definitely gave him a shout out in my video. But yeah, I just did that, follow his instruction, and then it had nothing to do with the game. It just somewhere the game was communicating between my graphic card, GPU, and the processor and the game communication, and it just locked up. Like one of them speaking Japanese and one is speaking Korean. And he's like, okay, I'm crashing. I don't understand what you guys are talking about. And I put that in the registry. One of my friend TJ, a good friend of mine, told me that registry edit that I did kind of delayed the conversation that goes between the two, which allowed the game to run. Because if you trying to mesh everything together and you delay this process, now you can fully understand each other. Basically, that's how he explained it to me. So that's why the game has not crashed. ever since. So the fact that I did that, and other people who follow the guy's channel did that, we don't even work for Capcom or any other game company, whatever, and you have a crash report, why have you not figured that part out yet? If you don't know, okay, give or take. If you don't know,
You talking about the big company or individuals?
anyone in gaming, anyone in programming, anyone. There's
I
always a
would
path. There's
say-
a crash report.
I would
If there's like
say-
a separate team, that does like the crashes and stuff like that, cool. What's going on? If they don't know, you got the internet. People talk.
Well,
People
this is
talk
not-
on the
well,
internet.
Okay. That's Capcom's responsibility, buddy. I'm gonna
No,
have to
that's-
take
yeah,
on-
That's exactly what I was
that's
going.
Capcom's
That's
responsibility.
exactly
Yeah,
what I was
that's
going.
Capcom's responsibility.
Nobody's taking responsibility, so because they focus on other things.
Can
Here's-
stand
here's-
up and
here's a
say,
perfect-
here's the error report. This is what's happening. We've tested our game. This is our QA team. We're figuring this out. What does what
Yo.
are our programs running to make them hit this error or this snag? That's all just programming, and that's coming from
Here's
somebody who's programmed for 15 years. Me.
Here's a perfect example. Yo,
you can
Trey.
figure it out.
Trey, remember when we had that issue, when I was having the issue and that we both don't like, when we were when I was running Expedition 33, and when you click off the screen, the music stops, right?
Yup.
Remember when we had that issue?
Yep.
You know what happened? So
No.
they updated the game where they fixed that issue,
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
where they added an extra volume part where when you click off screen off the game, do you want the game volume to still be at 100%, 50%, or whatever the case may be?
We had to figure out
So
a way
at
around
first-
that at first.
Yeah, and you helped me out big time with that one. And so when when I went back to the game and the music started to cut again, I was like, yo, what's going on? And I went back, I was like, yo, I did this, the registry, this, that, you did that. Okay, well, what the heck is going on? And then I went into the sound and I was like,
There's an
this
option.
this option wasn't here before. So then I changed it. I was like, okay, shout out to
That's
the
gangsta.
developers. They
what's
saw some critique and they quickly updated and they changed it. And so that's, again, like I said, that's my only grimes with Capcom. If Homeboy was able to figure out the registry thing and gave an update or gave the thing for, Sandmech to add this to the registry and to fix it, why didn't
And
Capcom do
Sandmech,
that?
who's
What is
not a
their-
programmer,
That's
was
that's
able to
exactly,
figure it
that's
out.
Exactly,
was
you
able to
literally
follow
was
the
just saying
instructions.
what
do
I
it.
was trying to say. You literally
exactly.
saying exactly what I was saying.
Capcom,
So
yeah, we're supporting.
we're
We're
on the
supporting
same
what
boat.
you're saying 100%. That's
Exactly.
Capcom
I'm
can
saying it
afford to
again
do it.
because I agree.
yeah,
I agree 100%. And this is
Capcom can
my
afford
other
that.
grimes with big companies. And this is my other grimes with big companies. Is there's so many talented programmers and stuff like that
so
that are
many.
finding so many solutions, but people don't want to give them a job.
Yeah, that's why they leave, and this is why
they don't wanna
games like
pay 'em.
Expedition
They don't wanna pay 'em
33
correct.
They don't wanna
are
pay
is the talk of the town, because they doing things that billion-dollar company aren't doing, creating fun, completed games.
Yo, so
Because they're basically people like that. People who don't like RPG, it's just the feats. The fact that you created a world-winning, possibly game of the year game with only a handful of people that is in competition with big companies.
big
And this
companies-
is why everybody's doing their own thing. That's why a lot of indie games are thriving.
Of course, indie games, because they have the freedom and liberty. But like I said, to get back to the point, I'm with Capcom. I think niggas should know how to control their, how far they take their critiques. I stand with Capcom because Capcom, apparently, compared to Rise and Sunbreak, again, because Worlds was before Rise and Sunbreak, right?
Yes.
Yep. Like continue to get updates until this game come out, until what's it called came
Wild.
out. Wilds came out. They continue to get updates.
See, so
Yeah, because a lot of people who got Wild left and went to Worlds, so World got repopulated again.
Yeah. And again, I feel like they were just, and that's the problem with a lot of recent games, and not all, but a lot of recent games, is some games are too easy. Okay, and with Monster Hunter Wild, the wound system is what makes it a huge difference in the game. The wound system makes a huge difference in terms of knocking down the monsters, you know, causing heavy damage. You know, you can easily exploit that thing, you know, weakness exploit.
Yeah, but that's fine. I don't want to like.
Which is, again, it's fine. But in
want to
World,
take it away. It is what it is with that.
No, I mean, I love it. Like I said, I love the game. I love everything about the game. I love the fact that they've allowed free roam. I love the fact with this new update they extended the map of the Scarlet Forest. Again, it just gets me hype of what could you imagine, like, bro, like traveling from terrain to terrain to terrain, and then you have the new game. I don't know what they're gonna title it, but say Sunbreak or Iceborne or whatever, and then you have to travel into that, and then for some reason you for example, you're on a boat, you're on a ship or whatever, you're traveling, and then some sea monster or the Kraken comes out or something, and then you hear in a boat.
Look,
like
all this sounds
things.
so promising, but guess what? If they have not learned their lesson from this release, I don't care they call it Monster Hunter Aqua World. It's not gonna do good,
man,
because
trust
issues has been violated and broken, and people's gonna sideball it so hard because you did the same thing with Wild. Yeah, we couldn't wait to play, and then this is what we got. Yeah, I don't care. We able to ride whales, and we able to do whatever we want, but we're not gonna be quick to buy the game because this is what you do. This is what you give to people who are dedicated fans. We got Trey of Token Trey. He's a day one.
I get it, and I respect it. I remember I wanted day one. I wanted the day one game.
I do love the game.
Yeah, but guess what? Trey's not gonna go into like, yo, it sounds good, but I'm gonna wait until I see how it is.
Yeah,
Trey represents millions. He made millions of Monster Hunter players.
And I'm
because he was we all bought the game day one, like
day one, and the story. They actually had a story for this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't care much, and then at the same time, we didn't care much about the story. We just wanted to get in, start.
Of course,
slicing.
But here's another example. Everybody was complaining about the kid.
Oh yeah, no, that's for fun. Yeah, I was complaining about the kid too.
Some people but some people was dead serious.
Oh no.
Some people was raging
about the kid. Why are they raging?
Okay, what were they saying?
He was annoying, but it's not like
well, that's what I'm saying. He's so annoying, but people was taking like he's so annoying, like shut the F up, like he's so oh my gosh, shut up, like oh my gosh, and completely remove the fact that he's a kid, he has no experience with the outside world, and he's growing. His character development was so on point in my opinion. I was just like, okay, this is good. But some people was just going off.
There's no reason.
Come on, man. You ain't got nothing better to do than to go off for like an NPC. Some points was annoying, which Capcom did fix apparently in this update. You know, every time you go next to him, he was like, "Oh, I heard from the others. Hey, I heard from the others." Like
and there was nothing, ma'am. You
of
heard.
course.
What the fuck was
it's, but then Capcom they fixed that.
They fixed that.
Yeah, what is he saying now?
That.
How did he fix it? What is he doing?
So he doesn't really say that as frequent, and he says something else now, I think.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. You did tell me that they did something to him. Oh, okay.
So
I was playing it today, and he had a whole different behavior. Like he looks bored.
Like Capcom is listening to fans, bro. But it takes time to develop and making sure all these different things. This is why I was like, yo, I got nothing but respect and love for Capcom, because they are actually taking critiques and doing something about it. Like Hammer mains right now are going off.
Hey, listen,
in a good sense.
The first thing they should have did though is optimize their
Oh
fucking
yeah,
game.
how
I
Yo,
love that they're keeping all this up. Like, yo, man, we can do more with the hammers. You can do more with the charge blade.
I
You can up
understand the
this. You can do this.
optimization.
But damn it, if we can't play the game,
I get
that's
it.
a
That's
big
my.
problem.
It's a big
But
thing.
it's not.
I
It
get
is
it.
not worth. It is definitely. They haven't deserved any type of death threats, though. Come on now.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
haven't
that's
deserved
cool.
any type of death threat. So I
I
agree with you on the point if we're saying like, yo, you know, you stand with Capcom on this death threat shit. I do too. I don't think. No way does developing a game deserve some death threats. That's
No, absolutely not.
that's freaking.
Like I said, the only death threat, the only death threat I want them to have is their wallet. That's it.
I don't
I'll destroy
think-
your wallet.
But I don't, and I think them canceling their conference is valid. If they're saying death threats, if they're saying they fear for the
Oh yeah, it's
safety
super valid.
of their
super valid.
their developers, that's valid. I
Yeah.
will say it ain't valid for them to sue anybody unless it's an actual like
Listen,
threat. Because I
I
think
get
that
you
is a super
100%.
slippery slope, and
Super
we can't
slippery
trust
slope, super.
trust large gaming companies to not take advantage of that super
Absolutely.
slippery slope, and
Absolutely.
abuse it, because they abuse it. You know, like
Absolutely.
putting, like, you know, with the N-word, them putting people in jail for, you know, 30 plus years, garnishing their wages for 30 plus years.
Yeah.
It's
Yup.
not. Come on now, bro. Come on now. You doing too
Wait,
much.
don't eat the
You
pig.
doing too much. Huh?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just playing dead.
they've done a lot. We're not even gonna go over what they've done, but
We're not- yeah,
they've
yeah.
done a lot, and it is not okay. They doing
No,
the
it's not
most.
okay.
It's not.
Look, like I
it's-
said,
the games are not worth somebody's life. It's just
I am-
not.
I'm used to like, you know, I'm waiting. I'm exercising patience more so than exercising free speech. I'm exercising patience because what they've done to this game it's amazing. It sucks that
phenomenal.
not everybody can enjoy it. First of all, thanks to this game, shout out to the hardcore requirements, because this was the reason I built my first PC. It was
Yeah,
specifically
it was. Definitely.
because this game was like, I was like, okay, and I went and did something I never thought I would ever do, was build my first gaming PC. And then when it started working and I hit download and I hit play and I was like, let's go. Character and my character was still there from the last game, you know, the demo.
From
I
the
was
demo?
like, come on.
Mhm.
You
Bro.
see, you know what? Let me touch on that. Let me be the Al Pacino on your left shoulder. You see that excitement you just experienced? That awesome excitement of building your first PC just to play Monster Hunter World, and then coming to find out it crashes
Wow.
every single time you play. What level of disappointment are you gonna feel?
Listen, like I said,
You see,
Not threaten someone's life, though. I ain't gonna threaten somebody's life, though.
no,
Not gonna threaten somebody's
very
life.
true, very true. We're not
it did
condoning
happen
that.
to me. It did happen to me. What happened to me was there was one update that they released for some reason, and for some reason my game started to skipping.
Mad dog.
It started to skip, and I was like, why is it suddenly skipping? It was running smooth all this time. Like, what's going on? And I was tight, of course, because it was running smooth. And I was just like, what the heck? And then I had to change, you know, settings and all these different things. I was just like, okay, well, you know, whatever.
is what
So
it
now
is.
it's running okay. It is what it is. But for me, again, I don't have top of the line, you know, graphics card and whatnot. And, you know, I'm not running an RTX, you know, 4090 or
40,
whatever.
90, or 50,
Or
50
50.
series.
You know, with
Yeah.
the
Yo, guys-
i9 or something. I'm
Yeah,
just
but
running like a
guys
simple
has
AMD.
that. That's the thing. People spent thousands of dollars in their build. 5090s. They got the latest Intel Gen, the Ryzen 9, like, and then just to play the game and you can't. Like,
Yeah,
That's
I
what,
mean,
that's-
I
that's
get
what
it.
pissed people off. That's the only thing.
Yes,
it shouldn't
And-
happen.
and it's-
But yes,
their anger is justified. Their disappointment is justified. But just like me and Trey's been saying, when you start going off and threatening, that goes beyond.
Yeah, that's no
beyond.
good. That's no good. That's beyond. You
So,
you
I
pretty much
do
doing the
believe.
opposite.
I do believe.
So now
that
you're making them
valid
spend
to-
more money to on protection instead of spending money on the game to optimize it or whatever
Yeah.
you want to do for the game.
So all I'm saying, Capcom, you know, NinGuyjin over here, keep doing your things. I'm enjoying the game. That underwater fight, which
That was wrong.
initially they said they initially
That
said they
was
wasn't
wrong.
gonna add water fight. They
They did it
initially
anyway.
said they weren't,
They
and
did
they
it.
did it anyway, bro.
They did it
because
anyway.
a lot of people were like, "Yo, the underwater fight was cool" because they had underwater fighting from one of the previous Monster Hunters.
Yep.
And so I was like, "Oh, well, that sucks." But then they added this whole entire thing when you freely. I was like, "Come on, bro. They going off. Let's go."
they
let's
did.
go,
They snapped.
like-
They snapped. They snapped on this underwater shit. They definitely
So
snapped.
that's I was just like, I
Definitely
clapped.
snapped.
You know, I'm clapping.
You're
Like,
right. You know
nothing-
what?
Nothing but love.
You're right. You're right. I think
In a
from
year's
where
time,
Capcom
listening-
came, from where they came from the first Monster Hunter to where we are now, they're doing nothing but for momentum. They're doing nothing
Come
but
on,
big
man.
things. So that
Come on,
is
it's huge.
it is very impressive. It is highly impressive what they're doing, and we should be grateful for what we got. Cause dog,
100%.
we used to play on 2D, bro. Not that we're showing our asses and ages right now, but we used to, you know what I mean? We used to play on nothing but 2D. You feel me? This is a whole
Dude.
world of something that
A
we wish
whole
we could have had.
world.
We never imagined that we'd actually get there in our lifetime. I can say that for us gaming. We
Dude,
never
and this
imagined
is why I
gaming
say-
would get to where we are in our lifetime. So that is a very
Yo.
big thing.
Huge.
Huge thing. Huge thing.
And this is why
so,
That's why I said, like, we need all of us. We need to one day when I have, because I've been running back and forth and taking care of stuff. But one of these days, we should just run the game on environmental link and just start going off, like, and
Don't
just
mind.
utilize.
just name the day. I'll be there.
And because
Be there.
it's like, I feel like that's one of their biggest weak. That's their second biggest weak link besides the optimization. It's like they need to give us more opportunities. Like just the other day when the new monster came out, I was on with Sandmech, and then I wanted to like join with him, and I was just like, "Yo, we linked, but we were in the same lobby, same everything, but he was already like about to fight the monster." And I'm like, "Wait, did you talk to the guy already?" Like, yeah. And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, let me talk to him." Like, they should integrate that more. Like,
Yeah.
if you're linked and you're doing the same mission, especially for environmental link, like
Baby girl said we
in
old as
environmental link, environmental link, add that joint.
Facts. We
Like,
seasoned, girl.
once-
We seasoned.
Once, yo, we all the spices. I mean, we coming with all the flavors. Yo, like we like let it marinate.
Let them marinate. You right though.
Put the
Let them
adobo-
cook. Let
Season
Capcom
all.
cook because Capcom is
Well, the
cooking. y'all.
adobos.
Capcom is cooking. Capcom
They're
is cooking.
cooking
Let
right.
them cook. Let them cook.
Like I'm gonna go in and
they should
hopefully give
literally
them
put
a
that on
critique.
their. You should put that as a full review, and let them. I'm gonna clip some of this and put it on. Put it up. You should put this as a full review because.
Yeah, I want to do
should-
that. I want to write that.
If they could respond and be like, "Hey, we know some things are happening right now. This is one of the first multi-platform games we've ever had. We want to make sure it works well, and we love Monster Hunter because we've been doing it for so long. Just let
Dude,
us
they're
cook.
dedicated.
Let us
They're
cook,
dedicated.
and you won't be disappointed because you gotta let them cook. You gotta let them
Got
cook.
to.
You gotta let them
Too
cook.
many people in the kitchen.
You gotta let them cook.
Too many
And,
people in the kitchen.
and you know what? And shout out to
They're
the
not even
developers because the developers are also fighting against. Well, they're working with, but they have to work with shareholders. They have to work
Yep.
with admin that doesn't care about anything about the gameplay. They just want their money. They just want the sale. You know what I
Yep.
mean? That's all they care
and
about is the bread.
That's what's hurting. This is where I come in. Like, cool, everything you guys said about the company or any company. I'm just speaking in general here.
Mhm.
It's 100% true. 100% true. My only gripe with today's company, with today's gamers and developers and shareholders, whatever. Man, just make games that are completed. That's it. Don't worry about don't worry about the content. You have you have your dedicated players. You have your day one people like us. We got your back. Just bring out games that are completed. Stop half-assing it just to put more cosmetic. It's not that serious. It's
Yeah.
not that
Cosmetic
serious.
is for the shareholders. A lot of that.
I
A
would
lot of
love
that is just
I
money
would
grabs.
love to play my game and see the cosmetics.
Mhm.
So why put the cosmetic if the game doesn't work? Like, how does that work?
You're right.
How does that
I
work?
know.
Why are you
I
selling
know.
cars with no tires and telling the tires are DLCs? Oh, more DLC. You have to get the rims.
That's
Like,
a bar.
give us a
Yo.
complete.
That's a bar.
That's a
Now,
bar.
if we want to add more stuff in our complete car game, whatever you want to add, hey, this guys, we have a new feature. You can put this on. You can put this on. Put this on. It costs $1.99, $2.99. Sure, I would love to invest more to make my game, my
He's-
completed game, better.
He
That's it. That's
said-
my only complaint.
he said
because
we
you are a
need
billion-dollar
lots of
company.
features.
They are a
Tires are
billion-dollar
features?
company. They're not new. They're not just started. That's
They
why
are-
I'm
they are
kind of
very
like,
seasoned.
50-50 with it. You guys are very seasoned. You guys know what to do. You know exactly what to know, how to do it. But stop catering. Stop catering. You guys have bread. I know you're working on Street Fighter 6. You're working on Monster Hunter World. You got a whole bunch of projects. That's why you have separate teams to do their things. Let them work. You don't need to rush them. Is the game completed? No, it's about 90%. All right. I need to be in 100. I need 100. I want no
or
crashes, no nothing.
There's always gonna be issues, which you can't
Yeah, it's
determine
always-
how
yeah,
everybody runs their
especially-
PC. But at the
Right,
very
exactly.
least,
Let us
put
run
more
it at
money
minimum.
into your put more money into your QA team. Put more money into your QA teams.
Yes.
Put more money into your QA
yes.
teams and let them hire the testers. Let the
Yeah.
QA team run the game for 100 hours. Let the QA team respond to mass allegations like this.
Please.
Hey,
Yes.
this
I would
error
gladly
keeps coming
take that
up.
job.
And the
Let me
QA
be a game
team's like,
testers.
hold on, this is happening. We need to replicate
Yes.
this. Okay,
Yeah,
why is this happening?
that's it. Why is it so hard to do?
You know,
Yo,
have the QA team be like, what are your specs? Okay,
Yo,
this is
click
happening.
that.
Let's replicate this. Okay,
Yes.
let's replicate it.
I mean,
and
this-
then, okay,
look,
we
there's
found
a
a line of
reason this-
code that can fix this. We're fixing it.
Right.
Until
there's a
we
reason
fix this,
why.
this is how you can fix this, and
There's
then
a
we're
reason
going
why
to
there's a
implement this.
minimum
Yes.
minimum system requirement. There's a reason why for that.
As a
So
QA
you have
team.
your minimum. You're like I should be able to run my computer and run the game or any game at the lowest settings with no issues. Why am I still having issues? Because the
Yeah.
game is not complete.
Yep. Listen, like I said,
Not
I get
optimized.
it. The
We need the QA
optimization
teams.
is
Help
a-
the QA teams.
we
Help
we
them.
need to get the QA teams help, like get it moving and stuff. But like I said, Capcom is doing their thing. They're getting a whole bunch of bash within the first year of release, and we already know. I'm not even a seasoned Monster Hunter person. My first experience, like I said, is Rise and Sunbreak, and I
No,
know
that
it
means you
takes
are seasoned. This ain't your first Monster Hunter. You are seasoned. You are seasoned.
So-
You've put in at least 1,000 hours into a title,
I mean,
bro. That's seasoned. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? That's not. You can't say you're not seasoned. So don't.
Yo, you see my
For all y'all
avatar?
out there who
I
play
dual
Monster
blades
Hunter
all day.
and you haven't played, you have not played previous titles. If you put 1,000 hours into a game, you're seasoned, bro. I don't care, when you started. You're seasoned.
I respect it.
Um,
I respect it.
so respect, shout out to y'all who done it. So it's not but for y'all who have put 1,000 hours into it, even if it's just this game. For y'all who put 1,000 hours into it, and for y'all who's and this is talking to people who have not. This is their first Monster Hunter game. They haven't put 1,000 hours in. Please understand that those of us who have played the previous ones, who have put in all the effort to enjoy this wonderful game, that Capcom always updates their games. they always update their games.
Always.
They put more
Always.
monsters in. They put more weapons in. Let's not talk about the skins. They always continuously optimize their games to run better. Look at World. Look at Rise. Look at Sunbreak. Look at Iceborne. Go back. Look at Monster Hunter. Look at Hunter 3D. Go back. Just look at them. They do optimize.
To be honest,
them.
it takes I want
for
to
them
do
to
a quick
optimize
research.
them. But look at them. Look at them. They upgrade them as they go. So give them time to cook. Give them time to cook. Because if you look at that,
Let them cook.
it's not. There's no reason to give them death threats. There's never any reason to give them death threats. But there's no reason to be threatening them when they have a history of actually upgrading their game and updating them. Unlike some other gaming titles. You know what I mean?
100%.
So
let's talk about all these unnecessary stuff that Capcom is doing just for fan base. The Street Fighter
the
collab,
skins for Alma?
the skins for Alma, giving her that Chun-Li, and come on, bro.
That
Come
camp?
on.
The Yo,
Cammy?
I was like,
If that doesn't spell
hey, listen.
Come on.
cash me
They
out.
put a bunch of fan service
That was
for
fan
people.
service.
Come on.
That was fan
You
service.
gotta
Super
give
That was
fan.
fan
some
service.
respect to this, because honestly, this is the first company that I've seen, at least, okay, I'm just speaking from my
Wait, I
experience.
got a quick question.
Mhm.
Because we all know that Rise, it just hit me just now. Rise came out on console, correct?
Switch.
It came out on
and-
Switch.
Oh yes,
And,
that's a console. Yes, a console. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
And then,
And Steam.
and
right,
Steam.
I was getting there.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys probably you probably look it up for me. Did Sunbreak, did Monster Hunter Rise on Steam on PC had the same issue?
No, I don't think so.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
It didn't.
I have Rise
And
on
this is-
PC. I have Rise on PC. It didn't have any problems.
And
Didn't
so
have
that's
any
where,
problems.
and this is why I'm saying that I wonder if the issue is because of the cross-platform stuff. That's the only new thing, because didn't happen in Worlds.
Was
Worlds
Steam
as well, right?
is that
It didn't happen in
cross-platform
World.
too?
It didn't happen in World. It didn't happen.
It didn't happen in World. It didn't
No.
happen in Rise.
But
This is the first.
this is the first
issue-
cross platform, and I don't even
And so-
think it has anything to do with it being cross platform so much as the work that comes with making everything cross platform. So if you do one on one thing, you got to make sure it corresponds with every other platform. If that's
Yeah.
we don't know if their team is big enough to handle that shit. You know what I'm
So
saying?
that's what I'm saying. That's why
Before
I'm
they
wondering
were
if
just
that-
doing things one at a time. One at a time. One at
because
a
they
time.
never had this issue before.
Right. That's a fact.
So
But
this
I think
this is
the what is it? What do you call it? I think just the sentiment comes from other games, not from Capcom. Not from Capcom. Just other games letting us down off of less optimization or less than full optimization, or even gaslighting us and saying that this game is going to come out and it never does.
Yeah.
And
Well,
people buy it. I don't think that's Capcom deserved at all.
listen, Capcom, for me, like I said,
Because
absolutely
Capcom
love
has
it.
never lied to us.
Nah,
so we can't
and
really-
they delivered.
You can't really put all your frustrations on the gaming industry onto Capcom. If you was talking about Nintendo, you would have some
Listen.
valid things to say. But
Hey,
you're not
hey,
talking
we don't-
about
we don't do
Nintendo.
that yet. We
We're
don't do
talking
that
about
yet.
Capcom. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
I
that's
agree
what
with
I'm
you,
saying.
guys.
Wait,
You
just
got
jump
some
on
great
the
points,
counter.
bro.
Oh my lord!
you got some great points, bro. Let them cook.
So
You're right.
That's all I'm saying.
You're right.
Capcom, ever since when they came out with Wilds, they listened to a lot of fan feedbacks, and they still continue to listen to fan
My
feedbacks.
bills.
So I can feel their
That shit scared the shit out of me.
desire to want to please the players.
The players? Okay.
Like I feel that in their development, in their stuff, even in some of their drip, dude, the drip for the characters this game, come on.
Yeah. The drip is
And the
gold.
fact that
The drip is
and
gold.
the fact that it's not limited to just like male or female, like how it was before, like how you can mix and match and it actually looks like fire. I'm like, come on,
No, you're right.
come on.
You
They're doing a
absolutely.
bunch of stuff. Like
They're
so,
doing a lot.
hands up for Capcom. Nothing but love and respect to y'all. And if y'all having a forum, invite me. Find me at NinGuyjin. You know, I'm the only NinGuyjin out there. Not NinGuyjin 01 or 02 or something. It's just NinGuyjin. Find me. Invite me out to your forum. Nihongo mo harasemasu. Mondai nai. So
Then
I can speak Japanese. So bring me
his
out on your
link is
Japanese
in the
forum.
bio. His link is in the bio. So if you want to get in contact, you can get in contact with him.
I absolutely love what they're doing and the efforts they're putting in there. This is hours and hours and hours to accommodate. Literally, they're accommodating the whole world,
This is
bro.
years. This is years of work
language
they put into it, and all the languages that are in it. Yeah, this is years.
All
bro.
the languages, and you can separate audio language versus the subtitle language, and then your interface language. Come on, bro.
That's work. That's OD work.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that is what a multi-billion-dollar company is supposed to do.
Well, yes, but how many multi-billion-dollar companies don't do that?
Well, there we go. There we go. That's the issue. So that is what a multi-billion-dollar company is supposed to do. They are doing what they're supposed to do. They literally are doing what they're supposed to do. And the fact that there's issues coming up just means they just got more work to do. And the game is only, please stop threatening Capcom, y'all. The game came out at the end of February. Chill the fuck out. It's still one of the biggest multiplayer. It's still one of the largest multiplayer games running right now. Stop it.
100%.
Stop it. It's one of the largest multiplayer hack and slash games that's running right now. So stop playing. Cut it out.
Yep.
Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
But anyway, let me get out of here. I gotta get to this meeting real quick. But yo, I appreciate y'all for allowing me to vent on your platform.
Hey man,
like
you
this,
completely valid, bro.
My ideas,
you valid, bro.
My feelings, my love and frustrations, and we as a people just need to appreciate workers. And this new gen of gamers, we got to do better, man. Not everything is a microwave. You don't just pop it in the microwave, you put 2 minutes and your food is hot and ready. Nah, you got to cook.
He said that everything is a microwave. Yo.
Come on, man. Not everything's a microwave. Not everything's a debit card. You just swipe and that's it. Nah, it takes time to develop. There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that we can't even begin to understand. So let's just let them do what they do. Give it a year and a half. Especially all these new games, you know, like, and the depth that they have in this game. It's deep. This game is deep. So there's a lot of things that they gotta, you know, consider. And I'm just excited, and I'm waiting to see when they start adding the Elder Dragons, who they're gonna bring back from which generation of Monster Hunter. Or they're gonna bring in a whole other new type of Elder Dragon that we've never seen. Like, let them do it. Let them do it, man.
My only thing is like, I'm excited for all of that stuff.
Oh,
complete your game before you bring these mofos out. Complete it. Fix it.
With that, please, Capcom. It's an onegai shimasu. Please increase the hunter rank requirements.
Oh my god.
God, we were just talking about that.
Please.
Oh, yo, Trey, we were talking about that. That's
Please, that's the other thing. That's the other thing.
Rise,
make it worthwhile.
Rise and Sunbreak,
400.
You had to be hunter rank 50. You had to be hunter rank 70. Like, it wasn't
make
easy.
It worthwhile for real.
To like, you have people at hunter rank 30 able to start hunting these new Archvelds, the Arch-tempered and stuff. I'm like, come on, man, make it a little bit.
Oh my god!
Like, let people work for it, man.
No wonder. Yo, just
stop making it like hunter rank 30. Bring it up to 70. Bring it up to 100. Like, yo, you need to be hunter rank 200. Like, I don't care. Make people work. Like,
word.
That's the only guy The hunter rank requirement is too low for some of these monsters.
It's too
Make
low.
it worthwhile.
It's
It doesn't have
too
to be too low, whatever case may be. Make it worthwhile. Make me want to go to 100. Make me want to go to 200.
That's
Make
what
me
I'm
want to
saying.
go to 300.
It's like,
Like
yo,
reward
you
us
just-
for those, but actually,
Hey,
well, get rid of
hey.
the cheaters who actually like who
They are getting
cheat
rid
their
of
way up
cheaters.
there.
They're banning cheaters. They're banning cheaters. So
Yeah.
and they
let me
cracking
say
down.
this though. I got one more on the guy. I got one more on the guy. I got
Oh, go
one
ahead.
more. Give us master rank monsters. Give me master rank monsters. I
Wait,
know we're
but
dealing with
it's-
the lower monsters now. I know we are. Give us.
But you know that's gonna come.
I know
though.
it's,
Yeah, that's
I
gonna
know it's
come.
gonna come. I know it's gonna come. But look at us. If you're ranked 200, ranked 300, ranked 4, cap that shit.
Right here. I'm about to be
So that
300 in a couple of hours.
Cap it so that we're not running up the bill
Oh, that's a good
until
one.
higher hunter rank monsters are
Cap-
coming. Cap it.
Yeah, cap
Cap it at 250.
Yeah,
Cap
that's
it
actually
so
not
that
a
we can
bad
be like,
idea.
okay,
Cap it.
this is as high as I can go until master rank monsters come out, and then I have to fight those just to get higher rank. Cap it so that we know
Yeah,
what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, we're chasing
You're now
endless numbers.
authorized.
So please,
Yeah,
how can we beat rank Monster Hunter 300, 400, and we haven't fought master rank monsters yet? We haven't.
Wait. But wasn't there a division of that? There's the regular hunter rank, and then there's
There
master
is a
rank.
regular
So when
division
master
of
rank
it,
comes
but
out,
it would have made it like it makes it smoother. It makes it make more sense. Because yes, when master rank comes out, you're back at rank 1 again. But
yeah,
that was a frustration that we had in World and in Rise and
Oh,
stuff. Like, oh
interesting.
fuck, okay. Now I'm
Okay.
ranked 1 again, so everything I did didn't matter before. So anybody who picks up the game right now can just, after level 30, can get to start their master hunter rank already. What the fuck?
good point.
Do you
Good
know what I'm
point.
saying? Like you should have
Good
to
point.
reach a certain rank.
Ah,
You should have to earn your stripes.
Yeah,
Before you know what I mean? You
get
can
that.
say you're a master hunter. So like that's why I'm
Yo,
like
clip-
cap that shit
clip-
so that we can
Clip that
fucking,
as well.
But they did that to World, right? They definitely did that to World.
They started it over
What
again.
did-
Yeah, they did it
Oh,
to World.
shit.
They started it over again. We had to start
Wait,
over as rank 1.
Yeah, but
we-
what you're saying, Trey, is that they need to reach a certain regular rank before being able
Before
to
you
even
get
join
to
master rank.
yes. That's what I
But yeah,
want.
to get
Yeah,
we get the
That's,
master rank.
that's a selfish thing for me to say. I just want it. That's
Nah,
what
no. I think that's valid because that was part of the grind. That you got your basics down, and then now you can start becoming a master rank hunter.
Yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about. I wanna see somebody hunter rank and be like, yeah, that boy doing it.
Well, since
know what I'm
they,
saying?
since they didn't cap it,
Doing it.
I think this is what they should do. Since they didn't cap it, it's probably too much work because they know how to cap. Trust me, they know how to cap
They
levels.
know how to cap. Yeah, they know how to cap.
They capped the hell out of us when we were playing Monster Hunter Rise. There was a lot of capping going over there.
Oh, that was a
So-
whole lot of capping.
There was a lot of capping. So this is
They know how to do it.
so if they're gonna bring if they're gonna bring Master Rank, you got people who's already at 99. Kudos to you guys. Hunter Rank 500. That will get you
I
in
agree. I agree.
MR1.
Hunter rank 500. Hunter rank 500. You need
Yep.
to be at least hunter rank 500. Hunter
Yep,
rank
and
500, bro.
and then for those people who love to show off and like to look the look at me people, the hashtag look at me, you know, give him a badge. Give him a badge, give him some new clothing, some, you know, you got the cool ornament that maybe that could be a special ornament that goes on the armor, or special earrings, whatever the case may be. You know, I'll let the drip team work on that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Look.
if they're gonna do, that's what I would like them to do.
I listen,
But,
and to
again-
even add more fuel to the fire in terms of the becoming a master rank, you should kill a certain number of monsters with different weapons.
Oh yeah.
Now you shit on me, man.
Look, oh my god. Hey,
Now
look.
you shit me.
that would be hard.
That's
That
the
would be
arena.
hard.
That's the arena.
That would be hard as
Again,
shit. That would be dope. That would be
Utilizing
dope. different
utilize- 'cause
master
this is-
titles. Different master titles.
Dude,
Hey, you're
that was
a
the
master
other
of the
thing-
charge blade. You're a master rank of the switch axe. You're a
Direwolf.
master rank of the dual blades. That would be cold. That would be
dude,
cold.
this is what I'm saying. Like what they did in Monster Hunter Rise. You know, you got the different scrolls, right? And if you never use another weapon, you never got the new techniques for that scroll. And so I wanted to go in and do some bow training before going into wilds. And when I started using the bow, what's his face called me. It was like, yo, somebody wants to talk to you. I was like, what? I thought I did everything in the game. Like, why you want to talk to me? He's like, yo, hey, rad, totally rad, man. I see you do it. So got this new like school. I was like, oh, so I can still learn these new skills with the bow now. Like, you know, these different things like
cool.
that.
That's super cool.
So,
yeah, that's true. That's true. That did happen in Rise. I was like, ooh.
It's like, oh, I see you use this weapon. Now you're ready to learn this next skill. I was like, oh, okay. We're doing that.
You know what? They do
So-
have this up their sleeve, so I hope they cook with it.
I hope.
they
I
cook
hope.
with it. I hope
But
they cook
listen,
with it.
again, let me get off. I'm about to log off. But seriously, man, you know, thanks for, you know, chat, listening to this
Oh
rant
shit! I forgot the door.
and stuff. And so, yeah, Capcom, keep doing your thing. Nothing but love and respect for what you guys are doing for Monster Hunter. So do your thing.
Facts.
Really appreciate y'all.
Do
All
love
right,
the game.
so
we
we
still
out.
do love the game.
Peace
Do your
out.
thing.
And I'm here watching Sandmech do this thing. There's a couple of times with the dogs came out
Yo.
annoying. I was like, oh snap. So that was kind of fun to watch.
Ooh, that was scary.
Anyway,
That
All
was
right,
scary.
man. No, that's
Peace out,
NinGuyjin. Y'all
guys.
can catch him on his channels. It's in the description.
NinGuyjin.
Catch him out. He's on the description too. Part of the Co-op Squad as well. Check him out. Check him out.
Yeah.
You know what I
We
mean?
stream Monster Hunter. I stream a couple of RPGs. Sometimes I stream Tetris 99.
We will be on
some
Mecha
other
Break.
games.
We'll
Mecha
be
Break.
streaming
Oh.
Mecha Break.
Listen, man.
Mhm.
Another developer rookie mistake. Mecha Break needs to have inverted horizontal controls for the controller. Invert the x-axis. We got the y-axis inverted. That's great. Invert the x-axis. That's another thing that Monster Hunter did great. Okay? Monster Hunter did. You could invert or not invert everything. You can invert when you're controlling the character, but when you're aiming, if you're not an inverted type, then you could play it regular. Like, this is what I'm saying. There's
Like
so many different minds.
90% of the world.
There are different minds out there.
You can definitely invert. Inverting has always been a thing. So
So,
so
Mecha Break
I know.
not having inverted for x-axis is beyond me. I was like, come on. So it's gonna be a while before I get on to
Mecha Break because of that. Wow,
'Cause,
Mecha
dude,
Break.
because it's dude, I tried it. I tried the story mode again,
Yeah,
and I tried
he-
mixing and
he
using the mouse.
cannot.
But
He
dude,
is-
my
he
power
cannot.
level,
his right and left and right are mixed in.
dude,
He
My-
cannot do it. He
my
spoiled
power
himself
level
so bad.
is
I did not raise him to be that way.
He
Dude,
said,
it-
I
it matter
did
of
not
fact, I don't
raise
even-
him to be that way.
Absolutely not.
I think I changed when I started doing 3D animation probably. Because I see it from instead of controlling the character, I see it, especially on third person view, I see it as you're controlling the camera.
This little bitch.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's true.
that's where my mind shifted a lot in terms of that in that sense. So yeah, it's a bit weird, but you know, I like it. And this is why when I played Monster Hunter Rise, and you could change it to that detail from when you get onto the machine and you start, you know, the machine
yeah,
gunning,
car-
right? And you could change it inverted or not. I was like, yo, this is what's up. Like my brain feels, oh, dude, I'm 100% responsive now. Like, dude, I was at some other next level stuff. I was like, you know, instant, you know, ultra instinct type stuff. So
Instant
Yeah,
gratification.
you've been playing
He
with
was in
you've
there.
been with playing Armor Core.
Yo, Armored Core. Psst, come on, man.
I mean,
Armored Core.
you even play 6.
Nah,
Armored Core is a
yeah,
hard game. Armored Core is
I
just
only
a
played the Last
difficult game.
Raven, and the Last Raven, I was killing in that game. The Last Raven. Come
Man.
on.
You
And
have
then
to.
and then you had Zone of Enders. Come on,
Oh
bro.
yeah, Zone of the Enders was. Yeah, thank God for Zone of the Enders because that's why we got Mecha Break. Zone of the Enders
Come on.
was the best mech
Goated.
game that came out on PlayStation
Goated.
ever.
Come on.
Goated.
You can
I
play
mean,
it on
Sandmech
Xbox now
already
too. It's a
knows-
classic game.
Goated.
but It's one of the
Sandmech
best
already
games
knows
that ever
how
came out.
in I was in that game. Every
Yeah,
other
we
second I was
were
like,
we were in there. We were in
Come
there
on,
like
man.
swimming.
Who was Anubis? Who was Jehuti? Go ahead. Who was Anubis? Who played with Anubis?
that was the. I played with the Jehuti.
You played with Jehuti?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that means Sandmech, you played with Anubis?
Oh, Jehuti all the way through.
Oh, word? Both of y'all were choosing Jehuti and fighting each other? Because I know y'all was rumbling.
All
each
the
other.
way. All the way through.
Dude, the Jehuti was life, son. I mean, Anubis had his clutch, but dude,
Yeah.
Jehuti was.
Jehuti
I was an Anubis player to the max because I had a buddy and I played the game. I loved it. I love Jehuti too. But I'm always somebody who likes to play like the opposite character. So if any character in the game, I master
Yeah.
the evil characters in all games I
I
can
get
play.
you.
So I was like, bet I'm gonna be Anubis to your Jehuti. And we played, me and my homeboy Rick, we played so much. His name Rick Smooth. He I ain't seen him since like I was in the States, but shout out to Rick Smooth. He's also a dance coordinator for the movies You Got Served 1 and 2. No, 2 and
nice.
3. He's a dance coordinator. Rick Smooth, bro. We played that game so much. I had to be Anubis. He would hit me up, call me up. Hey, bro, you know what time it is? Run them
You know
mech
what time it
hands.
is?
Run them mech hands. Run them mech hands. You know what I mean? He used to call me up and hit me up on boost. Was it neck boost chirp and be like, "Doo-doo, ready for combat?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm on the way, cuz." I'll pull up for that original co-op split screen, just like right now, and we would get into it because the game is legendary. So I love
is
Mecha
legendary.
Break. Mecha Break has come out now, and it just gives me so much joy.
Yeah.
For
All I'm
being
saying,
like the other game, being like Zone of the
Yeah.
Enders.
if
So-
they add that inverted, I'm in there.
You don't think
They're
they
gonna-
will?
they're
I think
gonna-
they will, bro. I think they
I
will,
hope.
bro. It's a pilot game.
I hope.
All pilot games have inverted controls.
I hope. I looked in the different forums. Nothing about it. You know,
You can't be
I
the
was
only
even
person
looking
who
to
wants
see-
inverted controls, bro.
Oh, nah, I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not.
Yes.
But a lot of players. The funny thing is, when I play with the mouse and keyboard, I don't need it inverted.
No, because yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
you're moving something. You're not moving. It's like a wrist movement, like it's a arm movement.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
a like just thumb player. Yeah, yeah. I understand.
So-
that.
And
get that,
I
get
do
that.
play MNK. I do play that.
Oh, you do?
I'll make a break. I am
Yeah.
MNK.
So, but
Okay.
for me, I'm on that controller. I got the controller. I'm ready. I'm locked in. Everything is boom, 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 bro. Like, especially when it comes to dashes and maneuvering around. Listen, I could have a weak dude, and if I see how your mech moves, and I see that cooldown time between your attacks, oh, I'm in there.
I'm in there. I'm getting in that ass.
Remember the beta test when I was getting kills and it was still not inverted, and I was still getting kills off of dudes.
Facts.
Come on. And I didn't even upgrade my mech, and I was still getting kills off of dudes with
That's
my
just
power
skill.
level down
That's skill.
90%.
Yeah,
Come on,
The
bro.
game
It's a
was
skill-based
literally
game.
skill based. I remember
Skill-based
who.
game.
No, was it one of our guys? Was it one of our guys that was that said that it was pay to win?
Yeah,
Like,
Dreads
I
was like
didn't-
it was pay to win. I was like, I don't see it.
I
I
didn't-
don't see how it's
I
pay
didn't
to
see
win.
that. I don't see how
Honestly-
you could buy mods.
I
was
also
waiting
didn't
to
see
buy
how you
Prince
could buy
Byron.
upgrades. I did not see that. So I need to dive back in there because he said it and I was just like, what? What are you talking about? I ain't never seen no pay to win.
Yeah,
in
I
that
didn't see
game.
because I was
Did you
murking
see
dudes
pay to win
was
on that
more
game?
Nah,
I don't think I have.
but even if there was, I guess these people are not good because I was like murking people who had their force fields and whatnot activated.
Yeah, that's their mech abilities because their other mech
Yeah,
has
so
different.
I
Yeah,
was like,
but
nah. Anyway,
I
yeah, let
I'm
me
sorry,
be
I didn't
out.
see that.
I got
I
people
didn't
over
see
here,
that. All right,
so I'll let you. Really
all
appreciate
right,
y'all.
bro. Yes, sir.
thank you for
Alright,
stopping
peace.
by.
All right, yes, sir.
Yeah, I didn't see
Yeah, I
that.
don't remember
didn't see
seeing
that.
it. I don't remember
didn't see
seeing
that pay
that.
to win feature. I got
It's a
caught
lot
on
of
that one.
it's a lot of they everything is cosmetic related because
Yeah,
everybody
that's
knows
what I
that's where the
thought.
money's at.
I didn't think that there was any pay to win in that game. Honestly, I haven't seen any pay to win in there, so I can't say. I don't know what my boy said is in there, but I haven't seen it, so gonna have to be like on that one. Like, I don't know, bro. I ain't seen no pay to win in that game yet, so
Yeah, because everything was cosmetics and colors.
you can't really buy. He said you can buy upgrades, and I was like,
Yeah, but yeah, the upgrades on the
okay.
mods, but I don't remember seeing
But I
that.
don't see. Yeah, I don't.
But I know
I
you
don't
could
know.
buy a mech out of it. I know you could buy a striker.
That I'm aware.
I think so.
But that's not.
Right.
That's just a mech. It don't mean you're gonna win the battle. You're not. That don't mean you're gonna win, bro. You might get stuffed as soon as you get the mech, because you definitely don't know how to use the shit to the full capacity. So
To the full capacity.
just saying, that don't mean shit. That don't mean shit to me. You can still catch these mech hands. It's not. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's. Hey, put your bedroll in the spot when you get a chance.
Ooh. Oh no! Wow,
I'm
this thing
already
did 3
moving
books.
my stuff upstairs. I still got to make I have a temporary pathway right now, but the ladders and stuff is dope. But I'm gonna make a little railing system there that only we can jump on to get to this joint.
All right,
Put your
cool.
stuff upstairs,
check the
10
boxes.
minutes,
I
I'm
put a whole bunch of books.
I'm gonna roll out. I gotta go somewhere.
All right, cool.
In 10 minutes.
You guys will talk about Mecha Break. I'm about to jump on that.
Yeah. Keep streaming so I can keep watching.
Yeah. Wait, where was that going?
2 weeks for 2 hours.
Oh yeah, bedroll.
Bro, I still got right here. Here's your bedroll. You got your bedroll?
Yeah, I got my bedroll.
It's on the other side, on the west side. West side for this one, and on the other way it's the east side. I'm gonna fix this path right here.
To go into the base?
Yeah, right here. Look, I'm gonna fix this path. Look right here. I'm gonna fix that.
Oh, you know, yeah, that little curve thing, I can't see it, but I get it. Get up, jump up. There you go.
I put mine on the second level because I'm gonna put all the food. I'm gonna put all these containers and kitchen up here and food. And on the third level,
All right, so you want me to put my bedroll here?
Yeah, put your bedroll against the wall somewhere, like or by mine or something. Baby girl, when you jump in, you're gonna have to do the same thing. The benches are upstairs, and I'm about to put all the forges up here before I roll too.
All right, here, you can grab this cooking book. Iron Spear 5.
Well, this is.
Then I realized I could do a primitive bow 5.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
And I still gotta fix. I fixed the south side facing for the base. I have to fix the north side.
Base. With the high.
North side facing for the base, but
north face.
I will fix north face later. I am gonna go and grab this forge and put it upstairs. And look, I already got I have a pathway in the middle here that I'm gonna keep it open. until we get the auger and I can drill down and I can make a little kill box here in cement. A little loot box here in cement so we can come down and get stuff. Did you play Dynasty Warriors, bro?
Back in the day, yeah.
Oh, come on. All right then. Bet.
Dynasty
Pete,
Warrior was cool.
If you come to me, or you look at the entrance to the, if you look dead down the center of the base, you can't tell me it don't look like Hulao Gate. Look like that gate that Lubu used to guard originally. I think he still does guard it. It looks like Hulao Gate. It's Lubu.
Definitely need that.
Oh
yeah.
Let's put this forge upstairs, and that's it.
Wait, did I get my badge?
I really just worked on the base for real.
Oh, I do.
Fix that one side. I'm definitely gonna fix that one side for real.
All right, you know what? All right, so our next playthrough, I'm gonna tinker around in the burnt biome, the burnt forest. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna take her around. I think I'm good for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be joining you because I'm actually. I'll join you because is there anything I'm carrying that I need to? No. Okay. So I only gotta fix the north face, and then I can join you.
So you ready to put the stuff inside?
Yeah, I'm putting stuff inside right now. I can already make a cement mixer. So I already made the forged iron for it. And once we get there, we got an engine, we got a mechanical part. We're gonna be able to do cement production.
Thank God.
So, yep, we're gonna be able to make cement, and I'm gonna fix the north face. The south face is fine. They will no longer be able to crush the blocks like they did. Get in. See how it's smooth? I made it actually smoother for them to walk over and fall. On the north face, I gotta fix this.
Oh,
Make
okay.
it smoother from the walk over and fall. And then I gotta make all this cement. All this gotta be cement. The whole kill box and the walkways gotta be cemented. And then because we're gonna be producing on the 3rd floor, which is high enough that we don't get so much heat radiation coming off, we will get screamers, but they'll be few and far in between.
My only thing I want to know is how are we going to grab the loot?
I said that to you. All right, let me say it again.
Yeah.
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 Bruh. You see if you come down here and you look in the middle,
I'm here.
You can still walk through, right? I'm leaving this bare now so that when I don't have to drill all the way through this to make a loot room. So I don't have to drill through like what? Work through like 5 or 6 layers before I break through this top right here. But everything I make the loot base out of is gonna be concrete blocks. I'm not gonna fuck around and do like, oh, make this out of cobblestone. Now I gotta upgrade this. No, we're just making concrete blocks. We're just gonna do the concrete blocks. All this will be concrete. We'll have we'll do it just like we did last time with the door and the grate, so you can see out, you can shoot out, you can come out, you can loot real quick, and then run back up. We have to get some parkour in our system though, because it's gonna be 3 high. The ladder's gonna be 3
All
high.
right. Speaking of
Maybe you can get
points,
some parkour. You got some parkour?
I do need some parkour.
You need some parkour. You need a parkour again.
Oh yeah, I do have parkour, but up to what though?
Wait, what? I can't even get one thing of parkour? Hot damn. Okay, now I got one thing of parkour.
Yeah, I got 2. I got level 2. That should
Okay,
be
I gotta
fun.
get level
That should
2.
be fun.
When I get level 2, then everything can be
We get
3
to jump
high.
1 meter.
Yeah, so
Yeah, see, it's like
3
that.
high, and then we can. Oh snap! Okay, let me. Oh, okay, Superman. All right, bro.
Damn.
Can't jump that high.
My chest.
Yeah, look at it. Look back at this. Don't that look like Hulao Gate? Look at that.
Word. All
It's
you need
Lubu.
is a drop flag. One of those
Yeah,
drapes.
yeah.
On
Yeah,
each
yeah.
side.
Some drapes. Yeah. I'm gonna so this is gonna extend out here, and this is gonna be where like the huge pillars are to hold up the garden. So you're gonna have gardens on both sides. So yeah, it's coming along,
so
bro.
Are you about to leave now?
Yeah.
Or
I'm
are you
about
gonna
to
be
log
on for
out.
another 10 minutes? Okay, cool. All right.
Oh, I'm about to
Because
log out.
I was gonna. All right. So when we come back, first thing first, before I even go out, you're gonna
Move
build
this shit.
boxes, whatever, and then make 2 or 3 dump
I'ma move
boxes.
the boxes when y'all come back.
Yeah,
and
we gotta
put
make.
everything up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's what I'm talking
I didn't
about.
want to wait. I didn't want to
we
waste
need
any
Cause
mad
time.
boxes,
y'all,
baby
y'all
girl.
organizing. I know y'all organizing skills. Y'all, I'm naming
Look,
every
this-
single damn box.
That's what I like. I like to organize
that's what he does too.
everything. Everything.
Yeah,
Because
so
my
this was
OCD
temporary.
be
Yeah.
cutting. Oh my lord.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we'll
trust
let
me,
you do that.
Mine too. Mine too.
Mine too.
Mine's
So
too.
we'll let you do that.
But I knew this
You
was
can- you can
temporary.
organize it.
I bet.
No, I
'Cause
was
I didn't
started organizing it now. I mean, when I was in there
I
the other day,
noticed.
I was like, boy.
I noticed. I was like, what is she doing? She said moving shit
I was like,
around.
y'all killing me. Y'all
Yeah.
killing me.
You're right. We're gonna get this on the wrap. So like next.
Cause I was making a whole bunch of boxes. I had a whole bunch of wood, and I was like, man, he about to make me just start dropping boxes and just naming every single one of these boxes.
Yeah, I was you. Good thing you waited, so you can come up here and you'll be able to come in and just put them on the second floor and just line the whole walls with boxes. Just leave one wall or leave a brick or a block from one wall out so that we can actually do the I'll just put it out right here. So we can actually put the stoves.
Oh, I already know how we gonna do the stoves. That's
Yeah.
why I got a whole thing. Trust
Wonderful.
me.
No, you good. You good. Didn't I ain't worried about it.
Alright.
That this second floor right here, baby girl. Yeah, that's all boxes and kitchen, and you can organize the whole thing. Do your thing.
Oh, I am. Cause y'all had me like
Yeah, that shit frustrate the fuck out of you. Don't
Sand
it?
saw me earlier streaming, and my friend kept throwing stuff in the box, and I'm like, this nigga right here. It was his first day on 7 days. I'm like, if he don't stop throwing shit in my box.
Yo,
Nah, I hear
was
you.
weak.
I hear
I
you. That
was
is a
weak.
valid concern.
Because he just throws everything in the boxes. Just keep throwing it. I'm like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. And then his old lady called him, and he was like, I gotta go. I was like, all right. And I just started organizing right after he left. I was like, you dirty bastard.
Yeah, I would too, because I hate that shit. So you organize everything. Everything has to be organized.
Because I have a box for wood, just wood. Everybody's like, really? I was like, shut up, don't judge me. Stone, cement. And then I put resources boxes, and everybody was like, "That's a little bit too much." No.
It makes life easier. You know exactly where to go to.
Food and drinks.
I mean, yeah, you were there before we lost the files. You saw our little cave. I mean, not cave, our little horde base. My man had boxes all along.
I'm on with you, honey. I'm leaving now. All right. I'm getting to the
Mrs. I
top.
said,
I'm gonna grab my drink.
Hello.
Oh, baby girl, say hello. We leaving right now with you. We walking out. Look, y'all, it's been dope. Great convos. Lots of stuff to clip. Shout out to NinGuyjin, baby girl in here. Of course, Sandmech. Appreciate y'all. They said, I mean, it was kind of boring. We were just building the day. But look where we at now. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole squad fucking here. Look at the view. Look at the view. We got
nice.
we gotta have a patio up here. Look at the view. This is dope. So we here. We started off on one block. We still got here despite my homeboy taking all the fucking blocks.
Yeah, we still Ezra gonna get his ass beat.
Yeah, we look at that fat dude in there in that big ass whole crater she made down there. But yeah. Thanks guys for joining us.
Roll down there.
Yeah, it's a fat boy. Thanks for joining us. Join us next time. This has been a short one, but we're gonna be back. Appreciate y'all, squad.
Yep.
Appreciate y'all. We're gonna catch y'all on the next one. All right.
Next one.
Yes, sir. Have me a drink and pull out of here.
Yeah, we're good.
Yes, sir.
I'll come back in the next maybe 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna play some Mecha Break and see how far I could do in ranking and beef up my strikers. This is gonna be fun. So
That's
stay
good.
tuned, guys. I'll be back on in the next 15 minutes.
All right. Hit Sandmech's channel in the link. Peace.